Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. I thank you so much for joining, and I really appreciate the fact that somebody would listen to me. But it's something that took me probably 3 going to 4 years now to have a sit down and be in the position to be able to give back, because it's been a journey for me that I said I would start something that would be able to help others that are coming behind me or looking up to me. I do this on a micro level every day in terms of helping, mentoring other immigrant entrepreneurs that are coming to Canada that are looking forward to starting their own business. I do this every day. Trust me, I help people come to me for all sorts, and I do this on a micro level. But I felt that at some point last year, I think about this time, about spring last year, that I really need to create a bigger platform that would help people. It doesn't matter where you are. You're in the diaspora, you're in US, you're in Canada, you're in the UK, you're in anywhere in the world you could be at this point, and you're an immigrant and you're like, oh, I really want to do something for myself. I want to start a business. I want to build a business. I want to be able to give back. I want to be able to do something relevant that would help me and help my family and create that generational wealth. That's some reason why I'm here, actually, to let people know that it's actually possible. I'm not there yet, but I'm a work in progress, and I want to be able to share my journey with people. Sometimes, the way we're raised, the way our culture, our spirituality, it holds us back sometimes to be able to express ourselves and to be able to share, just because of our background or what we've been through or what we've experienced. So it makes it harder for us to be able to say, oh, I'm sharing certain part of my life or certain part of my business, or letting people know I'm doing things. So I want to just bring people along on my journey, and to be able to, everybody that knows me knows that I'm somebody that always give back. I always have a way to give back, to let people share and have part of me, share ideas with people, help people practically struggling to start their business or to do something. I would just like, why can't you just do it this way? Why can't you just try it this way? And it works for them. And I'm grateful for that gift that God gave me. And for me personally, I've been doing it on those micro level, but I thought it's best for me to make it bigger and to be able to tell people about my journey and where I am and my goals and what I'm working on, and how I want people to be able to see themselves in me, people that look like me, that speak like me, that probably had similar lived experiences like me, to be able to see and open their eyes to those opportunities that are out there that they may not see right now. And that's the whole essence of this YouTube channel, is not to kind of show off in any way, because there's nothing actually for me to show off, but it's just for me to be able to give back, for me to be able to share, for me to be able to encourage other immigrants like me, that people that left their home, their life, their families behind, and moved to other countries and decided to build a life for themselves over there. And that's the whole essence of this channel. So I will just say a little bit about myself. My name is Kemi. I live in Canada in the last 8 going to 9 years. I've lived in Canada. I'm a really oriented person. I have 3 kids. I have my husband. We all came from Nigeria. That's my background. And to Canada, we came as permanent residents to Canada. And when we landed in Canada, I've always been somebody that I've always been involved with one business or the other, since probably I can spell creative person. I always see solution out of every problem. So opportunities out of challenges. That's me for in the short form. And when we decide to leave our life behind, everything, whatever we've had, and come to Canada, I came to Canada and I said to myself, I want to continue. I want to start a business one day, but I never knew I will do it, how soon that would be. But I've just been, I believe it will probably be within 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I started cooking for people. I started a catering business and I got a little bit of customers from there. I bought the equipment for me to start doing cooking. And my husband was like, we're just here. We're starting our life afresh. I can just take a break. But no, nothing slows me down. Trust me. And I said, no, I'm not going to slow down. I would keep pursuing my goals. And I started our catering business, and then I discovered that it's too difficult for us to get produce. Like it's during winter months and it's more expensive. So I made my research, found out that you could probably order from farms or farmers and it's cheaper. So I drove down to Calgary, met a couple of farmers. Trust me, I was very new. I was like probably 6-7 months in Canada. And I drove down to Calgary and met a couple of farmers there. And they said, okay, yeah, we could supply you produce from direct from our farm during the summer months. So I started that way. Okay, I came back to Edmonton. I kind of broadcast, network with people. So it's really, really key and important for you to network with people that are around you, your church, your community. Don't be too shy. Don't be like, oh, I don't want to relate to these people in my community. They backbite, they do this. All you need is their business. Don't worry about the backbiting. It will always come after you. As long as you're doing good, they will always backbite. They will always say stuff about you. So you don't look at that. All you need to focus on your goal. And that's all that matters. So I focused on my goal, and that's what that matters to me. I network with people in my community, and I love them so much because they accepted me. It was new to them for somebody to come together, come up with an idea to kind of, they booked their produce. I order from farm and they get delivered. I even deliver to their houses. You know, I kept on doing that, and my husband finally saw the light and decided to join me. And we started that business and in 2019, and that was when we were okay, we need to find a space. And that was like we're looking for a temporary spot for us to have those produce stored during the summer months when we receive them. And I was working at that time. I had a job. In case you don't know, I was working full time. I had a job. I was in school. I was doing my degree program at Makiwan University. I was working full time and I had a job and I had children, 3 children, beautiful children that I had to raise. I have a home. I have a husband. It was hard. It was difficult, but I kept on pressing. I kept on pushing the bar. So that's one of the things. Like if you want to start a business in Canada, it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. When people are like chilling out, having fun, you're on the road, you're working, you're at home, you're at your business, you're building it, you're attending to customers, you're attending to complaints from customers, you're trying to fix things with customers, you're trying to deal with your vendors, your suppliers, you're trying to look for money, which is the biggest part of it. So those things will come, and that's why I want to carry people along with my journey and to be able to understand that it's not going to be an easy journey. But if you really, really want to do this and you know that you've made up your mind that you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be a startup, you want to own a business, you want to have build that generational wealth for yourself, for your family, it's business that you need to do. You need to start something. You need to do something. You need to generate extra income for your family. And that's exactly what I did while I was working full time. And one of the lessons I learned at that time It's not like I was making a lot of money, but I noticed that my family never lacked food. Like, we never had to worry about where our next meal will come from, or, oh, we may be out of money, but we never have to worry about food. We may be, after paying all the other bills, we may be low on cash, but we never had to worry about what to eat. If you come to my house today, till this day, my kids eat anything. They eat eba, mala, anything. Their favorite is actually pounded yam. So just so you know, so they don't even like anything around here. Anything too sweet, they are like jollof rice fan. Their biggest, highest one, jollof rice. Like, just make jollof rice, let it be there. They can eat it morning, afternoon, and night. They drink garri anytime, they are fine. As long as there is a meat or smoked turkey or something, they are fine with those. Indomie, they are fine with those. So when their mom or their parents is selling those, they are fine. So that's why I'm telling you that it may not be food. Food business, trust me, is very, very hard and difficult to do. So I need to let you know. So anybody that it's hard, very hard. And the profit margin on it is so no, sometimes just not worth it for you. But we kept on pressing because we know we have other bigger goals and we have other things. Will I say that, going into entrepreneurship has been fulfilling? Absolutely. Like, I loved it. I loved being an entrepreneur. It's even difficult for me now, even when I have opportunities to go work or get a job. I have a degree, right? So I can get a job in my line, but it's just harder for me because it's not more about money. It's about how fulfilling. Does it take a lot of my time? Oh yeah. I only have don't let me make it worse. I only have probably 4 hours of sleep, but it's still fulfilling for me that I'm able to create stuff. And this is me now that I've been able to, work to a point that we are building a business that may outlive us. We don't know the future, or we may be able to even hand over to other people to continue from where we stopped. So that's my joy and pride and joy. And that's the most important thing to me. If you're out there, you're an immigrant, you're Black, it doesn't matter your background or where you come from. But the fact that you pack all your life in a suitcase and walk across the border and decided to come to a new country, when you come to a new country, it's so different. Like, you're starting, you have to get what they call social insurance number. You have to get your health card. It's like you're a baby. You have to open a bank account. You have to start what we call building your credit. Those are the stuff we'll talk about later in some of my videos. So those are things that you need to do as a startup, as an entrepreneur. It's hard. Things that you need to get yourself involved in and do, and stuff that you have to do, take from people, even when you don't deserve that, but you need to still take it because they're your customers. And you love your customers. You have to absolutely love them 100%. So it's really key that you have that extra layer of skin to be able to take those pressure. But even at that, it's still so important that in our community that we get out of our comfort zone of, oh, I'm fine with my job pays me 6 figures and I'm okay with it and I don't want to. But what about thinking not for yourself, for others? We see a lot of people from other cultures and other ethnics, and their goal when they come to Canada is to start a business, and they start it right away. How easy for them to do it because they have brother, sister. I don't mean, when I mean brother, sister, literally like their blood brother or sister, but there are people in their community that speak like them, speak the same language and look like them, that are already ahead. They're already doing it. So if somebody in our community is not doing it, then who is going to do it? Somebody has to take the reign. And as many of us in the space, the better for those that are coming behind. It makes life much easier for them. It makes access to job opportunities make much easier for them. Access to wealth creation and wealth building much easier for them. It's something to look up to. We need to inspire others too. And those are things I'm looking to do with my video series. So it's really key that you follow me on my journey. This is my startup video. I am not perfect. The video is going to be a bit raw. It's not going to be like with all the flesh and everything you may thought a YouTube video should be. Is going to be more about educating, about informing, about showing real raw opportunities that are out there for immigrants and Black immigrants as well, to be able to see there are opportunities when you immigrate. When you immigrate to a country, you don't have to start from the bare bottom. You don't have to work for anyone. If you are already an entrepreneur, you're already somebody that have been into business, where you're coming from, you don't have to go look for jobs. You can actually start something from where you are. It could be service, it could be products, it could be anything. It could be actually supporting other organizations and businesses. So it could be anything. There are opportunities out there. And if you're like, oh, I can't leave my job right now, my job is really good for me, you can actually create a side also that would help you and help your family move and trajectory to a, you need to understand one thing. There are as many as we are. Maybe for instance, I'm in Canada, like as many as you could say, oh, 36 million, less than 40 million. We're not sure where we are right now. 36, 40 million about people. And it will only hammer on who are the 1% in Canada that are actually these super duper rich people. Who are they? And you keep wondering, you need to go and check. They are entrepreneurs, people that own businesses. So they are not people that work for the government. So you need to get that into your brain and understand that the top 1% that are actually rich and have created generational wealth for their family, they are entrepreneurs. I would pick points in case Tim Hortons. We all drink it, we cup it down, maybe add a cup today. Have you thought about how come Tim Hortons came to existence? Tim Hortons started by a Canadian hockey player. So Tim Hortons is somebody's name. So just so you know, it's somebody's name. So where do you want to have your name? Even after he was gone. How long ago has he been gone and passed away? And we still have his name and all over the streets. Even sometimes I'm like, God, when is it going to be my time that I'm going to own a Tim Hortons franchise? Even to own one, it's actually a big deal. And all they serve is coffee and snack. Have you thought about that? So think outside the box and see how you could actually improve and kind of change the story of your family. And that's what this video is all about. That's what this channel is all about. So I'm going to be starting different series, business opportunities that immigrants can look into, that out there, passive income, building wealth, building opportunities. I would be exploring. It's not going to be about me alone. I'm going to bring in guests. I'm going to, it's going to be more for podcasts and, different series of things that we're going to be talking about here. So stay tuned, and definitely it's going to be worth your time of watching. So thank you very much for listening to my rants. Please, if you have not subscribed, I really need you right now to subscribe and click on the notification button and just share with your friends, your colleagues. Say, this babe, she just started a series about entrepreneurship, about starting your business. So you need to watch my video series, and I'm going to be dishing it out raw here and step by step how to start a business and every business opportunities out there. So watch out. Please share this Lady Boss Network as well. This is Lady Boss Network is not just a YouTube page, it's actually a foundation, a non-profit that is going to help immigrant women, immigrants generally on their journey in business, and providing resources and all sorts that you could ever think of to people in our community and even beyond. Please subscribe, share, like, notify your friends about, follow Kemi on YouTube and subscribe. So thank you so much for listening to my rant. It's my first rant. The notification button when my next video comes up. So thank you.